Welcome back to our coding series. Today, we are tackling an interesting graph theory problem called Possible Bipartition. It sounds complex, but it is essentially about dividing a group into two conflicting teams without any internal issues. Let's dive in. Imagine you have a group of n people, labeled from 1 to n. However, not everyone gets along. You have a list of dislike pairs where two specific people cannot stand each other. Your goal is to split this entire group into two separate rooms, let's say Group A and Group B, such that no two people in the same room dislike each other. If you can do this, it is possible. If not, it is impossible. To solve this computationally, we think in terms of graphs. Each person is a node or a vertex. Every pair of people who dislike each other is connected by a line, which we call an edge. So, if person 1 dislikes person 2, we draw a line connecting node 1 and node 2. This transforms our social problem into a mathematical structure. This specific structure is called a bipartite graph. A graph is bipartite if its nodes can be divided into two independent sets. Set A and Set B. The golden rule is that every edge must connect a node in set A to a node in set B. No edge can connect two nodes within the same set. If we can achieve this arrangement for our dislike graph, we have solved the problem. How do we check this? We use a technique called two-coloring. We try to paint the graph using only two colors, blue and red. We pick a starting node and paint it blue. Because neighbors cannot be in the same group, all its direct neighbors must be red. Then, all the neighbors of those red nodes must be blue, and so on. We alternate colors as we traverse the graph. When does this fail? It fails if we encounter a conflict. Look at this triangle. If node 1 is blue, node 2 must be red, but node 3 is connected to both. It cannot be red because of node 2, and it cannot be blue because of node 1. This happens whenever you have a cycle with an odd number of nodes. In such cases, a valid split is impossible. To implement this, we need to visit every node and assign colors. We can use standard graph traversal algorithms. Breadth-first search, or BFS, processes nodes layer by layer, which is very intuitive for coloring. Alternatively, depth-first search, or DFS, dives deep into paths recursively. Both work perfectly fine here with the same efficiency. Here is the logic using depth-first search. We define a function that takes a node and a color. We assign the color to the node. Then, we check all its neighbors. If a neighbor already has the same color, we found a conflict, so we return false. If a neighbor is uncolored, we recursively call the function for that neighbor with the opposite color. If the recursion returns false, we propagate that up. Let's talk about efficiency. For time complexity, we visit every person or node once, and we traverse every dislike relationship or edge once. This gives us a time complexity of big O of n plus e. The space complexity is also big O of n plus e because we need to store the graph structure in memory and maintain our recursion stack or queue. To wrap up, remember that the possible bipartition problem is just a check to see if a graph is bipartite. We solve it by attempting to color the graph with two colors using BFS or DFS. If we complete the coloring without conflicts, the answer is true. If we find an odd cycle conflict, the answer is false. Thanks for watching, and happy coding.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.